Hello percussionists, my name is Brendan Thompson, and in this video we're going to be talking about the concert B-flat major scale for snare drum. Now you might be saying, well wait, how do you play a concert B-flat major scale on snare drum? And the truth is, we really can't. The snare drum is not a pitched instrument, right? So we can't change notes on this instrument the same way that they do on a lot of the other instruments in band. However, we do have other pitched instruments in the percussion section. So if your band is playing scales as maybe part of a warm-up exercise or something like that, what you ideally want to do is switch over to a mallet instrument. As percussionists, we want to make sure that we're comfortable playing all types of different percussion instruments, right? We want to make sure that we're comfy playing snare drum, and we're comfortable playing mallets and bass drum and tambourine and triangle and all sorts of things, right? We don't want to get stuck in the, oh, I only like to play snare drum or only mallets or only bass drum. We want to make sure that we get to play a variety of percussion instruments. Personally, that's one of my favorite things about percussion, is that we get to play all these different types of instruments. So, if you have the option and your band is playing scales, head over to a mallet instrument and then you can join them playing the B-flat scale on mallets. Now, if, let's say, other percussionists are already playing those instruments and playing a mallet instrument is not an option for you at the moment, what do you do when your band is playing the concert B-flat scale? It depends. It kind of depends on how your band is playing the scale. So let's say your band teacher sets like a nice tempo and you're going to play it at a steady tempo. And let's say they say, okay, here's going to be our tempo for our B-flat, concert B-flat major scale. One thing you could do is you could just come up with a rhythm, a repeated rhythm, and play that along with the rest of the band to help them keep time, right? So if this is the tempo your band teacher establishes, you might want to and then the rest of the band can listen to you as you keep the tempo for them. And they go through the scale. Sometimes, though, we'll play scales, and it might not be at a steady tempo, right? It might be kind of about watching the band teacher, watching the conductor, and you might play the first note, and then the second and third and fourth, and fifth and sixth. So that one, it doesn't really work for us to play a steady rhythm along with, right? One thing we can do with that is you can go with the rest of the band and just try to play at the same time as them. They might play the first note, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth. And one thing we can do with that is focus on breathing and playing with the rest of the band. It sounds kind of silly, but it's a lot harder than it looks. So, like I said, ideally with that concert B-flat major scale, you want to head over to a mallet instrument and play with the rest of the band on mallets. But if that's not an option, hopefully this gives some ideas of how you can join the rest of the group while playing snare drum.